Good morning, grade 10s. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and welcome back to another online lesson. Today, we're going to be going over how to use DESMOS. We're going to look at some functions of graphs, but not a whole lot. We just want to get into this website and how to use this. This is going to be a really handy tool. There won't be a lot of assignments on it. There might be one just to check understanding. However, we're going to use this in a bunch of class activities, and it's useful for homework, and it's just a really good tool for you guys. So I want to make a video here explaining how to use it. So this graph, this looks really scary. You guys haven't seen this before. This is something you'll be dealing with in grade 11 and 12, and there are important things that we need to know on how to define this graph and just how to use this. And the first step to that is knowing a little bit more about graphs and how to make them. So let's get rid of this guy. And let's start basic here. We have x squared. First of all, I guess I should show you guys, we have our keyboard here. Whenever we're typing on DESMOS, we want to go into this keypad in the bottom left hand of my screen, go show keypad. That way it gives us all of our variables. So let's say I can type in my x, I can do squared. I can also go here. I can go this a to the power of b. That means that's just your variable or your number to the power of whatever you hit next. So if I go a to the power of b, then I go 7, I have x to the power of 27. Let's get rid of these guys. And for more functions, so how I got that other graph that we were looking at the beginning, that big scary one, we go tan, so these are our trigonomic functions. And then we get, let's go tan of x, that gives us this. Now tan, it will go on forever. I'm so zoomed out, it looks like all the lines are taking up the screen. But it's just a repeating of these lines. This graph is not continuous, none of these are connected. Let's see, and then for more options here, just good reference for the future, we will never be learning this right now. I have options here. It's kind of behind me here, so we can't really see it, but that's okay because it isn't something we need to worry about right now. We go here, there's different modes. There's reverse contrast, just changes the color, and Braille mode. And then more options we have, so we can change them to logarithmic, which is something we haven't learned yet, but we will in the future. Keep this in mind. You don't need any of this right now, but just feel free to refer back to this video. In a couple years, I will leave it posted. You can always come into my classroom and ask to have access for it. And then, let's see, we can change from radians to degrees, which is more of the trigonomic function things. Complex mode, so this will change our graphs so that we can write real and imaginary numbers separately. Let's go here. We can increase the font size. So let's leave that on, actually, just so it's a little easier for you guys to see. And then we have some more options here. This is just delete all, done. So let's say let's go done. Let's make x, and let's make x squared. Let's go x to the power of 3, and x to the power of 4. So we have all these graphs right here. They all show up in different colors, which is always super handy to separate them. And let's go settings, and if we're in a rush to get these all done, I can just go delete all. But before we do that, let's create a table here, right? So this shows a bunch of different points on my graph, which is why this was one of the main functions. I say this is really handy for homework, because having something like this is just super quick. Let's say I ask you, hey, what's -2 on x? I can go, boom, -2, it's -2. What's 3.645? 3.645? 3.645. Of course, this is just y equals x. They're all going to be the same. However, this makes it really quick. Instead of pulling out your calculator and going, what's this if I add all our functions to it? What's times 2 divided by 3? Square that. This is a really fast, simple option to use. And of course, I never want to make you guys take the hard way. This way just helps a lot. Makes it a bit easier for you. Then to get out of here in a rush, because we are finished up, we can go delete all. And remember, these are our outcomes for the week. We have how to use DESMOS, our stretches, translations, and our opening and closing in the graph. We have learned how to use DESMOS so far in today's video. So we'll highlight that guy in green for done. And that is pretty much the end of today's video. Just remember how to type here is this keyboard in the bottom left. You can change font size and trigonomic options up here. Reverse the color. And then settings are up here where we can duplicate, or we can create those tables once we actually put something in here. Let's go X and settings, we can make a table, and we can also go delete all. And that will be the end of today's video. Hope you guys have a great day.